Hello, welcome to episode 24 of Pre-War Dreams. I'm Joe. First and foremost, I want to say Merry Christmas. Doing this Christmas morning, so just wanted to hop on real quick and say Merry Christmas and hope everybody's having a great holiday. Just wanted to do a couple of things today. First, I always start off my videos the same way. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift, and that's why we call it the present. Fitting on Christmas that we talk about being present and doing things that are present in nature. And really, really happy that Christmas is here. And hope everybody has a safe and wonderful holiday. Um, this has been a really good hobby year. It's been fun. Had a lot of great experiences, met a lot of great new people in the community, and just really happy with everything. Um, I don't talk about kind of personal stuff. It's just kind of not my thing. But I just want to take a second talk about I have a great family, and my wife is outstanding. I don't deserve her. I probably give her a lot of grief, but she is amazing, and I have two wonderful daughters that I know I don't talk about a lot. There's just some things that I tend to keep private, but I have two great daughters who are just becoming great young women, and very fortunate to have them. Especially at this time, family is so awesome. Um, it's been, if my math is right, about 195, 96 days since the last Strongsville, and that was my last pickup. And so this week I decided to finish some things and bought a card. And the great thing is not only did I was able to purchase a card, but I was also gifted a card by my family for Christmas. And it does two things that I really like to do in this hobby, which is check some boxes. So I'm gonna flip this around and show you the two cards that I bought. So give me 1 second here. All right, we'll do it this way. So the first card that I purchased is this card. This is the 1970 Topps Thurman Munson rookie. Pretty well centered. I have been looking for that card for probably 2.5 years. I wanted a centered copy, and this came up, and it was great. I purchased it on eBay, but it was a local dealer. So instead of them shipping it to me, I was able to go and just pick it up on Tuesday, and I was happy with that. As many of you know, the reason why I collect Thurman Munson is because of my mom. Uh, my mom's favorite day of the year was Christmas. She, it's like she lived for Christmas. Um, she loved spoiling the people that she really loved and that she cared about, which were myself and my wife and my two daughters. And my mom passed away in May of 2022. Um, and besides that day that she passed away, which was also my birthday, um, Christmas is the other day that I she's always in the forefront of my mind, but she comes front and center in my mind. Is Christmas because of how much she loved it. And for me to get that Munson rookie, and then I also have a second year, that's kind of an ode to my mom. That I was able to get his rookie and his second year card and kind of complete my minimalist run of Thurman for my mom. And like I said, I had been searching for that card for a long time, and this came up, and it was centered, and it looked nice. It was a bonus that it was a local dealer that I was able to pick it up at, and very thankful I was able to. So then flash forward to this morning. Every year I kind of send my wife a list of cards and never expect to get one, and this year I did again, second year in a row. So last year for Christmas, my wife and my daughters bought me a 58 Yogi Berra, which was my first Yogi. And so this year I'd sent a bunch of cards again, and they bought me a second card. And so the second card that they bought me was this, which is the 1960. It's a miscut. Yogi Berra. So I have a second Yogi that I've added to my collection, which I'm very happy with. I love the 60 tops. Not enough to do a set, but I love the 60 tops. So I added that Yogi. And then this week, actually I think it was last week, but a really good buddy of mine who I'm going to see down in Strongsville, we're rooming together at Strongsville in April, sent me some info. He is looking to move some cards because of a purchase he wants to make. And so a couple of weeks ago, I was able to, I guess, get my first Strongsville deal. And I'm also buying a 1954 Topps Yogi Berra, which is extra meaning to me because 1954 was the year my mom was born. And so to have the 54 and the 58 and the 60 in my collection, that kind of wraps a bow on Yogi for me. I don't have to get an entire player run. That's not my style. So two gigantic boxes checked off in my quest, in my collection, which is always good news. And now we look forward to 2026. I don't talk a lot about hobby stuff. The hobby's the hobby. Conglomerates and big business are going to be conglomerates and big business, and I'll let other channels talk about that. I'll just focus on collecting what I want to have in my collection. So Strongsville right now is kind of the focus. Now that Christmas is behind us, I can start doing a little bit of saving here and there and try to build up a little bit of money for Strongsville and see what I can get. There are a couple of cards that I know that I'm kind of targeting. Obviously, in my last video or the video before, I talked about starting and going after that E95 caramel set. As well as that E96 Nap Lajoie. So those are going to be a focus this year where hopefully I can pick off one or two of them. We'll see, funds-wise where that gets me. As far as my catcher run is pretty much completed for me. I need one more card. So Munson was one of them, the Munson rookie that I showed. I want to get the 69 Johnny Bench. So that's going to be a card that I'm going to be looking for this year. And like to knock that off so that can be done. And then other than that, it's going to be, maybe trying to add maybe a Ted Williams. So that way I have, two Ted Williams, and that'll get me satisfied with Ted Williams for now, and then come back to him at a later date. I believe the gentleman's name is Jake from Wax Pack Wisdom. He put out a really good video the other day about goals and long-term goals. And, you know, like I said, 2026 is going to be the 69 bench. It's going to be to add another Ted Williams, chip away maybe, and get one of the E95 caramel set. If I can't find any of that, I may look at a 1954-55 Jackie. Those are the only two other Jackies that are in my realm to get. So maybe get one of those. But long term is really, really what I'm kind of focused on, and start building some war chests for it. Obviously, Cobb's number one. Cobb's always going to be number one until I get a Cobb. So that's something that I would really like to get. One more card, though, that has kind of entered my scope, I guess. I don't know. Would be the 1934, I believe it's number 37, Yellow Gehrig. That's another kind of really far off goal card that I want to try to get. I want to get one Lou Gehrig. And then obviously continue with Napoleon Lajoie and try to get another card of his. Obviously the E96 is a card that I'm targeting, but there's other cards that I like of him that I'd like to try to get. And then I think the other thing that I would like to do is probably I'd love to get a Cracker Jack card. That is something that that's a set that's always intrigued me. It's a set that I just really like. They're tough. They're expensive. But it's a card that I'd like to get a Cracker Jack card. I don't know if there's a certain player right now. I kind of have a list of 8 to 10 players that I might like to get, and like to get one of them. I probably won't be able to get like a Lajoie or a Cobb in the Cracker Jack, but another player that I think would be a nice representation with that set would be cool. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm happy with the 2 pickups. I get to check some boxes. I get to further my collection. I get to tie up loose ends, which any minimalist likes to do. And for this year now, I think that's 9 cards this year, maybe 10, which is perfect. And now we start going to Strongsville and the train to Strongsville. Been in contact with a couple other YouTubers that we're kind of, forming a little group that hopefully can tackle Strongsville. I'm going to try to help them with some of their stuff and knock out some big cards for them. And I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it, and looking forward to the journey of my collection. So again, this is Joe at Pre-War Dreams. Just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, safe Christmas. Enjoy the time with family, loved ones, friends, whoever you're having the Christmas holiday with, and keep collecting. Keep putting out videos that I like to watch, and hopefully we have a great end of 25 and a beginning of 2026. Thanks for watching. Bye.